Mike, many people know they need to get their finances in order. I certainly do. Ranging from paying off debt to saving for retirement, but they don't know where to begin.
And that's what we're going to talk about today with our Money Monday segment. Joining us right now is CEO of Integrated Wealth Management, Jim Casey. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us.
I want cupcakes.
Yeah, cupcakes.
That's why I'm here, really. I got to hurry this up, so I'm going to Dallas to get a cupcake
Right,
at the ATM.
I know.
We have to wait for the ATM to come here.
Right.
Next time we'll have to bring you some cupcakes.
Thank you.
So Jim, you know, retirement seems like a scary thing for a lot of people because it seems so vast. So how do we kind of just simplify it and really understand it?
You know, boil it all down to a bunch of steps. And everyone says that, I want to retire, I want to retire. What does that mean? When do you want to retire? How much money will you need in retirement? And then work with somebody who can break it down into paycheck by paycheck steps. It does get complicated when you think, oh Lord, that's 30 years from now, what am I going to do? Just worry about today and week by week by week.
And you have a few steps that you say can really help us with that, right? So we do have a graphic that we're going to put up that you have prepared for us. So you say start with the basics.
Get a really clear picture of where you are today, your financial situation. Get it all on one piece of paper. If you have separate brokerage accounts or bank accounts or credit cards, get it all on one piece of paper. And there are programs to help you do that as well.
So your credit card,
Credit
what's coming
cards,
in?
savings accounts, how much are you bringing in, how much are you contributing to a 401k, how is your mortgage looking, are you trying to save for a house, what is your rent, do you have to take care of parents who are aging, because that also gets in the way of certain people's retirement because they don't plan on the fact that our parents also are going to need some financial assistance.
And you have step number 2, which you say that once you have those goals, you have to make a plan to get to those goals.
Right. And again, if you want to retire at age 65 and you need X amount of dollars to live on that, boil it back down and say, how much per paycheck do I have to save? Or if I want to pay off my credit cards in 2 or 3 years, whatever it may be, how much paycheck by paycheck does it have to be? Unfortunately, we're in a society that is very immediate needs, immediate gratification. Well, let's look at that. Don't worry about 30 years. Worry about what you can do today.
And there are free resources out there to help people?
One of my favorite, I'm an iPhone addiction man myself. There's a great app. I don't get any pay for that, just so you know. I'm not employed. But it's called LearnVest. And it's on your iPhone, and you can actually track your finances as you go. So as you pay for that latte at Starbucks, put it in, and you'll see every year how much that costs. Gas, all of those things. And everyone thinks, oh, it's only $4 at Starbucks. It adds up. I love Starbucks, so keep going there. But put it in your budget as well.
That's a good idea. LearnVest?
LearnVest.
Okay, I'll have to look that up.
Yep.
All right. Now, the other thing we wanted to ask you, so some people may be unsure. Should they start a 401k? Should they start the IRA? Should they just have a savings account? What do you recommend?
I'm a big fan of free money. And the government gives you free money when they allow you to invest in a 401k. That's all on a pre-tax basis. Certain people, if you're lucky enough that your employer has a 401k, utilize it. Get it. Take the government's money. Because if you start an IRA and you're covered by a 401k, that's not going to be tax deductible. So you're going to have to put that in after taxes. Just like a traditional savings plan, it's after taxes. So get that tax savings.
And there's no way to lose that? Like, you know how people have lost their pensions in the past?
You know,
Is there a way
the
to lose
IRA,
the
and that's the thing, there's no guarantee in investing. And again, the IRA and the 401k are just a holding place for the money. How you invest that money is up to you. But the good news is, as an employee with a 401k, you get to decide how to invest that money. And if you want to leave it in cash because you're a little afraid of the stock market, or you want to put it in bonds because you'd rather have some income generation, that's your choice.
Now, a lot of people like Thalia and I, we like to think that we're young. So we think, oh, retirement is so far away, and you want to think about it later. But the reality is you have to think about it now.
You know, there's an amazing way of compounding interest. I mean, the earlier you start, the better off the money's going to work for you. So you work hard for your money, let your money work for you. Start now, and start small if you have to. 1-2% of your pay, and if your employer matches, not only are you getting your government's tax deduction, but you're also getting your employer's match.
All right, so set goals.
Set goals, set some goals, and again, I always say this, if anybody plans a vacation in a given year, no one gets in their car and just drives and goes, ooh, hope I find a fun spot to go to. They plan for a vacation. This is just about sitting down and planning that roadmap. So
Jim,
yes, you're
I'm
both
setting
young.
A goal. I'm
Good.
setting a goal. I want to buy a house by next year.
Perfect.
So should I start
So
now?
then you have to go, what price can I afford on my mortgage?
Right.
How much down payment am I going to need? And then boil that down into a paycheck by paycheck savings and keep those dollars segregated from everything else that you have so you don't lose it. And again, don't invest it in anything that's going to lose money. And again, cash is the only thing that is not going to have a
Great
depreciation.
advice. Thank you
so
much,
As always,
All right.
our Money
Nice
Monday
seeing you.
specialist.
Here we are, off to get cupcakes.
we have to bring you those cupcakes,
That's
Jim.
right.
Thank you so much, and we'll have our Money Monday segment again next week. So stay tuned for that.